evening, Swirly Nation, and welcome back to Mentor, Ohio for the second game of the day for the 2011s. It'll be, once again, the Oakland Junior Grizzlies taking on your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. I, for one, am sick of Mentor, Ohio. This is game number 7 for the Evans family in the last 3 days. I am ready to go home to my comfortable bed. I'm joined here in the Cine Oven, thankfully, by the Commodore himself, George Pearsall. George, welcome back to Cine TV.
Ahoy to you, Jeremy. Good to be back in the oven, and you've been working hard this weekend. Lots of games. The 10s have been up here. What was the 2010 record this weekend?
I have no idea.
Okay.
3-2, I think.
3-2. That shows you how many games he's done there, folks. So we will be capping off the weekend with this game against the Grizzlies. And you saw from that first game, a real competitive team this Grizzlies group is, right?
Yes. They got down, and every time they got down, they came storming back until the Penguins were able to kind of lock things down in the third period. They had a couple good deflection goals. Actually, 2 of them off Penguin sticks.
Yep.
But good, hard, battling team. They forced a number of turnovers and were advantageous off of that. A couple breakaways, a couple odd man rushes, 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s that they were able to generate. They did a great job pressuring the points, I thought, of the Penguin defense.
They sure did. They sure did. And you know what, Jeremy? Before the game starts, you probably mentioned it this morning, but special hello to Penguin Zone number 30, Rylan Calabrese, who's at home recovering from a tough injury last weekend. Rylan, we hope you're doing well and can't wait to see you back in the crease sometime soon.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
The cannoli.
The cannoli.
Am I allowed to call him Calabrese?
Yeah, the cannoli himself.
Okay.
Squish and the cannoli, the duo.
Do we get those T-shirts made?
We're working on them.
Okay.
Working on. I need a guy who does caricatures for less than $300 a caricature. If anybody has a caricature guy and happens to be a Cine TV fan, you can message us on the chat.
Well, we have millions and millions of subscribers, so you have to think that someone out there
is a caricature guy.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to lace them up and go to work. The lighting in here a lot different than the other side. I like the other side better. It's like almost like darker.
Yeah, although for the viewers at home, I think the camera angle probably a little nicer. You're elevated. You know, more of the NHL style camera view, right?
An NHL style broadcast that you get here on Cine TV.
I know.
The starting lineups here brought to you by the training table at the Lemieux Center. In net for the Penguins, number 1, the Squish Tender, Squishy Evans. Your defense, 78, Dom Caruso, and 57, David Chappell. Up front for the Pens. At wing, 18, Lucas Jones with an early shot. Number 23, Ryan Schweitzer, and at center, number 12, Braden Pearsall, who potted a pair in the previous game. I was trying to come up with a P word for game. Pugilistic something or other.
You're
my alliteration.
Yeah. Your mastery of the English language never ceases to amaze.
It amazes my English teacher from high school because she was not so sure I had a mastery of much of anything.
Oh.
Battle down low. Sorry, I forgot to get the scoreboard up here. Give me 1 second. We'll get the clock adjusted. As they battle for it here at center ice.
Oh.
Penguins along the wall. It'll be Pearsall. Battling. As OJG will get control in their own end. Penguins get a line change. Darting in was Carlson. He tried to disrupt. Bolus there at center also whacking away at it.
Carlson flying off the bench there. Did you see that speed?
Yeah, he very disruptive getting in deep there as OJG will play it back to the Penguin line. Somewhat distracting that we have a rugby match going on behind us.
That is true.
OJG getting control and starting a breakout. They've got an odd man rush. We saw it earlier as
nice.
Pelly breaks it up.
Look at Pelly go. Both ways.
Here he goes back the other direction. Stopped at the line on what will be an offside play.
You know, Jeremy, the play of Cameron Pelly now in what is the 7th game of the season, I mean, he's playing unbelievable. Both sides of the puck, creating offense, breaking up plays. You just got to be thrilled with the play of Cameron Pelly.
You saw him there break up a 2-on-1 opportunity. That's where OJG, I thought, was most dangerous, was on the counterattack on the Penguins.
Yep.
Here's Pelly with it. He'll send it across off the stick of Golnack. He'll get it up in front of the OJG bench and track it deep as it's rimmed around. Forced out the center. Pelly will control again. He'll again find Golnack. This time Golnack with control of the puck before dumping it to the corner. Picked up by OJG. Sent up the half wall, and they'll clear the zone. Shappy. Now track.
Oh, boy.
His pass off the stick of a Grizzly. Gathered in and dumped behind the squish tender. It'll be tracked back to get it. Trying to rim it around, picked off. Potentially dangerous play here out of the corner. It rolls all the way through to the point for a drive that's wide of the 4x6.
Nice
work deep.
Push back here from the Grizzlies.
Battling up high for a turnover, taken in by Halliday. He'll get the red line and dump it deep. Is it just me or is that creepy?
Oh, yeah.
Caruso battles for the puck. It'll be Pelly coming away with it.
Look at that play.
Has it knocked away, but he's right back on it. Off the boards looking for Jones. Exactly what we expect. A lot of pushback here from Oakland. A Detroit team, not from actual Oakland, California, from the Oakland section of Detroit, which I do not believe is near where Eminem grew up.
8 Mile.
As Jones disrupting a breakout with his stick and now his feet. A bouncing puck. Tapped forward by Caruso to Pearsall. Pearsall sees Jones retrieving his twig. Delays. And now he'll rim it deep. Penguins getting a line change. Flume up on the forecheck. He'll win the race to the puck by himself, though.
I like the line change with the puck in the offensive zone.
Flume will carry around behind. Switching with Bros. You see the little head nod there?
I did. I liked it.
It's Carlson comes off the wall. He's looking backdoor for track. And Oakland will get control and ice. You mentioned the offensive zone change that led to that icing there, and Penguins have an offensive zone faceoff now.
Yeah, you know, they did that quite a bit last weekend. You saw, you know, when they were getting those long, sustained zone time, those shifts, it was generally because they were able to get fresh bodies out there, Jeremy, during those stretches. So we'll see if that's part of the game plan here from Coach Verbeek. By the way, Penguins without the services of number 88, Danny Foster, who is, I think, just a little bit under the weather, and he's sitting in the stands watching the boys here.
Oakland will toss it around on the breakout. Michaels with a drive. Squish will put that the whole way to the wall. Good rebound control by the Penguin goaltender as it's chopped out the center. Oakland gathers it in and dumps it back into the Penguin end. Bros with it. Up for Carlson. Carlson centering one. Trying for Flume. It'll be rejected by Oakland. Carlson will take it right back. Scooting in on an onside play. Across to Bolus for a drive.
What a play.
That is gloved and held. And this goaltender for Oakland, one of my favorites, Claire, she is absolutely fantastic in net.
Yeah, she's fantastic. Has she always been with Oakland?
I believe so. Squish and her got to play together over the summer.
Okay.
Phenomenal family and a great goaltender. So
awesome. Well, we know the Pens will have their work cut out for them here with 10:24 left in the first. 0-0 is the score.
It'll come back to Chappie at the point for a drive that sails just outside the post. Caruso getting it deep. He'll battle along the wall. Good coverage by Golnack up top. Brenneman after it. The Honey Badger digging deep, supported by the OG as it comes all the way through. Brenneman will force it towards the net. That shot blocked.
Great zone time here.
Able to take it away. Sending it across. Golnack in front for Breneman. It was right there. Just rolled under the stick.
The unselfish play of Golnack. Did you see that? He held it and went backdoor. Love to see it.
It'll be Breneman back to the corner.
Oh!
He's dumped from behind. We play on.
Yeah, Zach did not like that one. I don't blame him.
Here's Golnack out of the corner. Plays it behind a defender who gets good body position. And Oakland will come up through center. Swipe that by Chappie. The Grizzlies right back to it. Farrell trying to get it deep. He's there on the forecheck. It'll be a turnover, and a shot comes in. Penguins turn it over at their circles.
Yeah.
And a breakaway from there in.
Yeah, the Grizzlies there capitalize on the turnover. You know, you see some tired bodies. I think Chappie was just trying to get the puck up and out of the zone, but the Oakland Grizzlies player seemed to lift the stick and go back, and I think he went upper right. Is that right, over the glove hand?
Yep, pulled it. It was lined up in the middle, just pulled it out to the forehand and was able to fire one up and over.
There you go. Well, the Pens are going to play from behind here. 1-0 Grizzlies.
Lucas Jones trying to get it back as he splits the D right off the draw and finds the chest protector.
Yeah, great chance right off the face-off. I'm not sure how that puck squirted free, but Lucas Jones went in and split the defense and hit the goalie right in the tummy, Jeremy. Right in the bullseye, huh?
Yep.
You see the Penguins players all yapping right now, talking. Looks like they have a set play coming.
It'll be Pearsall, Schweitzer, Jones up front, Pelly and Burrows on the back. It'll be Burrows firing it around behind to the forechecking Jones. Pearsall keeps it at the line. It'll come out the center, potential 2-on-1 here.
Oh,
Burrows. Burrows defending hard. It'll be popped into the Penguin zone. Here's Pelly.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right.
Under pressure. Works it up the half wall. A centering pass picked off by Burrows.
Great shift by Bros.
Out comes Pearsall. Darting to the middle. Looking. Feathering one in front for Jones, who fires it high off the short side. Catching the outside of the net. There's a shot from the point that deflects. Jones battling deep.
Oh, Pens are going to go on the power play here.
Looks like a hook. Track.
Squish tenders off the ice.
Jones in front. It'll be touched by a Grizz, and we get a whistle. Penguins will head to the man advantage here.
Yeah, and they're doing it against a formidable opponent here, Jeremy. The Grizzlies finished last season ranked 10th in the country, so they're a top 10 team, and from what I understand, they've added some high caliber players, and you're seeing that, right? The score this morning 7-4, but I think an even match going back and forth, and you're seeing that here, 1-0 Grizzlies.
They're going to line up here. The referee is assisting with the player positioning.
Good face-off win there by Carlson.
Here's Flume to Chappell. Chappell to Carlson. Carlson quarterbacking here, leaving it for Chappie. Chappie will rim it around behind. He'll get past Bolus and come free to Flume. Flume uses the body well to protect the puck. Twists with it on the half wall. Goes deep for Bolus. Bolus switches with Carlson.
Great play by Bolus.
Darting to the middle. Carries around behind the net. One-timer by Chappie! And David Chappell loads it up and fires from the hash marks. And he'll tie this game at 1.
Just like that. You know, and what started that play, Jeremy, there was a switch play on the far corner. Tyler Bolus had it. He dropped it in stride to Carlson. Carried it behind the net and found Chappie on the one-timer. Great play by Bolus there to draw the defender and then drop it to Carlson with speed. Those are the type of plays that set up goals, so you'll love to see that.
And the Penguins strike with the man advantage. David Chappell with a blast. There's a puck bouncing through center. Taken in by Oakland. A near side shot. That one gloved down by Squish.
Yeah, he got good leather on that one.
I think you see him hold on to that one. Has another trip here, no call. Grizzlies will get it back in the Penguins' end.
Here we go.
Chipped out, up come the Penguins.
Oh, there we go.
Arm raised as the shot goes in. It's Jimmy Halliday! Sniping 5-hole.
That's his second of the day, Jeremy. He had one this morning. From what I understand, he was a little under the weather as well. But still able to go up and get his second goal of the day. To me, the headline on that play was someone picking up Zach Brenneman and throwing them to the ground, right? That was a delayed penalty. And Halliday, I think, goes 5-hole to give the Penguins a 2-1 lead.
It's a Halliday season. This is Jimmy Halliday.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
I think almost all the Hallidays are here today, right? Almost all.
I think a few of them may have been rescued from another hockey sibling trip by the Armstrongs.
Okay.
And have made their way back to the Steel City. Another face-off here. Now the Penguins with the lead in this one. As Pearsall pulls it all the way through. Looking to Burrows at the point. Burrows will wind and fire. Low shot that ticks off of a few skates and just goes wide. Schweitzer working the corner. Bouncing puck will come free to Pearsall. He'll get body position, sending it across for Jones, and he'll shoot it from behind the net. I think he was trying to bank it off the goalie.
Yep.
Jones in the corner now. Trying to dig it out. He'll cut to the middle. Sending across ice speed, and a defender just got to stick to it before Schweitzer could get the stick there.
Good shift there. Jones using his size, Jeremy, getting those chances.
Back come the Grizzlies. 3-on-3, the Penguins defense will break it up. Falling down, Pearsall gets it to the middle towards Schweitzer. The Grizzlies will turn it back the other way. Come out to the middle, poked past. Jones ridden the way to the middle of the ice as Burrows picks things up. He'll go heavy off the boards as the Penguins look for a line change here. Up on the forecheck is Pearsall. Forces the Grizzlies back a bit. No counterattack through center before ticking it right over to Burrows. Burrows now Chappell. Chappell off Bolus. Bolus in, but it'll be an offside play at the Grizzly line. We'll get a whistle and a face-off. We want to remind you, if you're listening to this one, please do us a favor. Click that subscribe button below. If you're not sure how to do that, you do have a YouTube account, most likely. It is going to be the same as your Gmail. You can log in using Gmail into YouTube. And when you do so, hit the subscribe button for us. We'd sincerely appreciate it. Carlson carries through the zone. Leaves it for Caruso. Caruso now Carlson. Carlson stopping and starting along the wall, playing it off the boards. Nifty play there, getting it to Flume for a one-timer that's blocked. And back come the Grizzlies on the counter attack before it's taken right back. Here's Bolus to the outside. Looking to the point. Caruso winds, fires. It's off a body.
You almost feel a goal coming here. Penguins just really putting on the Ritz on this shift.
Flume, now Chappell. Most recent, or one of the Penguins' goal scorers. Now Caruso with a shot down low, rebound in front to the stick of Flume. He has it knocked away, and out come the Grizzlies. A 3-on-2 developing here. They're at the end of a shift, though. Maybe a little tired legs as Chappie takes it away. It'll come back out the center. We'll try it again. This time Farrell pressuring Caruso as it pokes up into the Penguin bench. No whistle. Sent back to the line, not out. Tipped forward again. Here's Caruso with it. He'll sauce it over to the stick of a charging Bolus, who shoots one in. Grizzlies are working the breakout.
Love that forecheck by Golnak there, making the goalie play it.
Pelly came up the challenge at the Grizzly line as well. That forces the turnover, and the Penguins regroup and come back the other way. Here's Bredeman, like a missile through the zone. Forces a shot wide. He's down on the ice. He'll get back up. Halliday to the puck. Halliday with a sneaky 5-hole there on the delayed penalty as Bredeman's right back in it. Wrestled to the ice, but the Penguins Burrows controls. Here's Pelly with it. Fakes one way, goes the other. He'll wind, he'll shoot. It rolls off the heel of his stick, but right to Burrows for a drive that deflects wide. Now Halliday with it. He tries the short side and just misses the 4x6. A breakout for the Grizzlies. Ends up on the stick of Pelly. His pass up for Halliday just misses. As we go back and forth through the neutral zone, it'll be Pearsall in after. Countered by Oakland. Swiped away by Pelly. Picked up by Schweitzer. Schweitzer and Pelly now. His dump all the way up. He'll get in on net, and it'll be covered.
Yeah, good back and forth action here for both these teams. And you see, a number of these players, Jeremy, a couple of them stuck out to me last weekend in Rochester. Number 11, Dominic Piccolo. He had 8 points in 6 games last weekend. Asher Sanderson, same thing, 8 points. Those were 2 players that kind of jumped off the ice at me last weekend at the Just Get Good tournament. And no doubt they'll be counted on today.
Certainly a team that can score in bunches. As they were, the 2 seed, I believe you said, coming out of the bracket.
Yeah, Penguins were the 3rd seed, but this Oakland Junior Grizzlies, the 2nd seed in our bracket last weekend.
Track to get the puck over to Schweitzer. A 1-touch to Pearsall. Pearsall driving in, and what'll be an offside play here with 1:56 to go.
Jeremy, just a small thing for those watching at home. You don't always see this. The Penguins today opting to go for changing over the boards and not through the door on the bench. I would have to say I hate it, by the way. Kids haphazardly throwing their sharp skate blades up, but I haven't seen anybody using the door today. So just something to keep an eye on, right? That's what we do here.
I don't love it. The 10s do the same. And I find it when they hit the ice, they're not moving.
They're not in a hockey position.
No, they're trying to get their balance as they often fall. Maybe they have to learn it at some point in time. I guess they've chosen that time to be now. I know when I was a kid, I wanted to jump over the boards like the NHLers do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, especially when you're in the first period, you want the forwards to come out that door, which is, sort of up the ice, right?
And with speed, which they can do when they jump out off the door. But anyway, here comes Carlson to the corner, able to rim it around behind the Bolus. They work deep at Carlson. What? Jump to the puck. Flume in front for Carlson, driving one in.
Great play there. Give and go by Carlson and Flume.
Here's Bolus with it at center. Who's the Pens defenseman? Oh, there's Pelly out on the ice. I didn't see him for a second. For a second, I thought maybe they moved Bolus back. He was a defender last year. I thought perhaps with the Foster thing, they were trying to do some different things. A delay there as Pelly gets the puck. They're going to call him for roughing for finishing it off. I don't disagree with the call per se, but
I could go either way on that one.
it was a late. He already was. It already happened.
Yeah.
For probably about 3 seconds before the arm went up, and it was like, do I not? Do I call it? Do I not? Ultimately, he decides to call it, so they'll head to the man advantage here as Cameron Pelly goes to the sin bin, and Oakland gets their first power play.
Golnak and Bredeman up front here on the PK, Jeremy. I can't imagine
They're not running. There we go. They weren't running the clock.
Okay. Got it playing.
Grizzly parents in the box. Couple extra seconds on the man advantage. Maybe the Penguins will capitalize as Bredman fires it out the center.
Oh, there's a trip.
He's tripped, and we'll get a whistle here.
I don't know what Squish's 40 time is, Jeremy, but I'll tell you, that's the second delayed penalty now where he's come flying out of the crease. That's an impressive acceleration for a goaltender. And you know what? Sometimes those plays, they can result in a big goal, right? You get that extra body on the ice. So heads up play by Squishy. Now we play 4-on-4.
Do we know who took their penalty? 9. It'll be tossed around and kept by Bros. Rose with a drive from the point. 4-on-4 action here as Halliday takes a stick up high.
Into the face.
He'll switch with Pearsall. Good physical play behind the net. As time ticks down here. The Penguins work it out in front. It'll be Halliday around the side of the net. It'll be underneath the goaltender as horn sounds.
I'd say a pretty even period. The score 2-1 Penguins, Jeremy, but the unofficial Commodore shot clock would be 7 for the Penguins and 6 for the Grizzlies. What do you think about that?
Yeah, good back and forth action. I think the Penguins have had some really good scoring chances. In comparison, I thought they've had probably the better of the scoring chances, but definitely probably about equal up in overall shots.
Yeah. Shots
Maybe the
net.
Penguins with a bit of a edge on possession.
Yeah, probably. You know what? And it's a few of those extended shifts. That's really what it is. Both teams have gone back and forth, but I think the Penguins have had a few more of those extended zone shifts where you kind of wear down the opponent. And this is a long day. I think both teams traveling to Cleveland today, right? Both ways, here and back. So car legs could be a real thing. We'll see if that plays a factor here as the game moves along.
Penguins defensive stamina with 5 defensemen here. You mentioned the illness to Foster.
Did you once name him the oil can?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, I have.
And also Danny Bananas Foster, right?
Yep.
I mean, there's just no...
He's Foster's, Australian for beer.
That's right, yeah.
That's more big Dan Foster.
Yeah.
As we'll switch sides here and get the second period underway. 4-on-4 hockey as we start. Caruso pressures to the outside as Farrell gets the puck. It'll be broken up by Chappie as he goes crashing into the post. I think the net is slightly off.
Here we go.
It's Pearsall up for Halliday. What a slip feed that is. Halliday hounded from behind, doesn't get a shot off.
Halliday went in hard to the boards there, and he is, he's getting up.
Caruso down. Around as Chappell defends to the outside. It'll come off the side of the net. Gathered in by Farrell.
Here comes Jimbo.
Halliday breaks it up. Pearsall comes away with it. Halliday to the net. Oh, Pearsall crashing in. Has it just come off the pad and couldn't corral it in until he got to the corner. Halliday with it now as the Penguins have a brief man advantage. Banked off the boards and gathered in by Pelly. Pelly to the middle of the ice as he drives in onside. Has it knocked away. Who's covering? Carlson back to cover for Pelly. As he'll end up with it at the point. Driving down low, looking for a deflection off Schweitzer's stick. That was intentional and it almost worked. As Pelly will get control. Here's Jones, leaving it for Schweitzer. It will dart in, sending it back to the middle for Jones. Jones tapping it to Carlson. Carlson off the boards, indirect to Bros for a slap pass to Jones at the side of the net. He tries to elevate it to the opposite corner. May have had Schweitzer on the back door there who tried to knock it out of midair. Here's Bros up off the wall. Jones, indirect pass looking for Flume. Just gets cut off. Carlson with the pressure now. Rose now. The net's been off for about 5 minutes, and they just blew the whistle for it. It went off when Chappell crashed into it. I guess they just figured it out.
Out of the zone, is that why they're?
They probably should have brought it out of the zone, but did not. It was actually Chappell who dislodged it a while back, so.
Goalie Jen Evans was aware of the goalie, the goal being off, right?
Dolnak able to fire it out the center. She actually went down banging on the glass to get the referee's attention.
It was off for a while for her to get up from her seat and walk all the way down there.
Yes. Squish will push that to the corner. Golnak chops it by. 2-on-2 here. He'll find Halliday. Halliday's got Chappie trailing. He'll leave it for him. A blast down low in and covered up by the OJG netminder with the mitt.
Great pressure from that line there. Brenneman, Golnak, and Halliday just hounding the puck. You got to think that's going to be a hallmark of that line. This puck possession, working it all over the ice.
Flume to take the face-off. And a turnover right in front. Kicked out, rebound will pop up and over. Jack Carlson able to get to the rebound for the Penguins and put it up over. Toss some fries on your sandwich, George. That's a Pittsburgh goal.
Yeah, you know what? The Penguins got that puck right on net, and you saw Flume with the first whack at it, and it was Carlson who ended up burying the rebound. And now the Penguins take a 3-1 lead here with 12:05 to go in the second period.
A little bit tighter game than the first one. At least I feel like.
Yep.
A blast from Flume goes up over the cage. NFL Sunday here. There's games all over in the National Football League. When do the Steelers play?
Monday.
Centering feed.
Tomorrow, Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland tomorrow. Are we just hanging out here and staying for the game, maybe? I want nothing more than to leave this town, to be honest.
Yeah.
So you give me free tickets right now, wouldn't you? It'll be Flume. Up for Carlson. We heard that at all today. Feel like for the 100th time. Carlson down low. Here's Flume. Up the wall to be chopped out of the air. Caruso to it. He'll bank it indirect towards Flume. He's run into. As the Grizzlies get it all the way to the Penguins' end, it'll be Caruso back to pick it up. Caruso to Bolus. Bolus has it swiped away by Farrell. Cross ice feed. Pelly defends it. They'll dump it to the corner. Here's Pearsall coming away with it. Up for Bolus. He'll dump it in. Schweitzer on his horse. Able to dig it out of the corner with the support of Pearsall. Now Pearsall behind, leaving it for Schweitzer. Schweitzer's centering pass goes off the side of the cage, right to to Pearsall. Pearsall winds, gets it to Trek, who winds and fires. Jones at the side. Did he try to bank it off the goalie a second time there?
I think there's more to be played. There's more to be done there.
As a 3-on-2 develops, a backdoor feed goes out just past the post. Shot comes in, good direction there by Squish to start a breakout. Jones up ice. It has it taken away. I thought Squish might get an apple there.
Yeah.
As Bros will gather it in at center, and we have a whistle.
That's going to be a hand pass, I believe. Oh, no. Jones is going to the box, cross-checking.
Cross-checking.
He was a little too aggressive on that forecheck there. And they're going to put him there for 90 seconds.
90 seconds for 18 Jones.
Jeremy, why 90 seconds, right? It used to be 2 minutes. That was a USA Hockey thing a year or so ago, right?
So they made the change because of the timing of the game. So they want the penalty to reflect a similar percentage to a traditional 20-minute period. So a 15-minute period will have a 90-second penalty instead of a 2-minute penalty. So they play 3/4 the length of time, and they get 3/4 the penalty. It's the same percentage of a period.
Yep. Well, here we go. Onward we go. Penguins are going to play shorthanded, and you got to think here early in the second. Big moment of the game for the Grizzlies. They get one on the board here, 3-2. So they'll be pressing. We know that.
Penguins penalty killers will be Brenneman, Golnak, Track, and Bros. As Brenneman darts out through center ice. Has it knocked away, but not till he's knocked a good 15 seconds off. Bros will pop it back to the corner. And Oakland will regroup in their own end. Under immediate pressure from Brenneman, who plays takeaway.
Again, Brenneman and Golnak on the PK. I can't imagine a more ferocious penalty killing unit, up front at least.
Bros will dump it in, and that's a brutal. Well, they wave it off, thank heavens. As the Penguins will get a couple new PK guys out there. Caruso and Chappell. Carlson and Halliday. Up the outside, here comes Halliday. Getting to the OJG line no further. It'll be jumped in, icing the call. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
It's right at the red line,
tough. Tell you what, something I've noticed, Jeremy, about this Oakland team, they are an edgy group. Right, they're going to get in. They're going to spice it up, right? They're going to give you a whack. They're going to be physical on you. I think that's a part of the way they play. Get under the opponent's skin, and it works. We see the success that this group has. Todd Bolus just came over and said hello.
It's 8:42 to play as the Penguins continue to kill this one off. As it's put in front for Bolus, will go all the way to the point. Caruso will make a good, smart play to get it deep again. And Oakland will try to get out of their own end.
Nice stick by Carlson on the back check. You love that play. What a play by Carlson.
As Chappie taken down. Carlson will get to the puck. Penguin penalty over.
Up, look in front. Some chaos in front of the net. Caruso just at war with the Grizzlies player.
You mentioned the grit. There we see it.
Right.
Now they battle along the boards.
Oh, Caruso's got to be careful here. Good.
It's rimmed around by Oakland. To the point. They'll put it right back in there. A centering pass attempted.
The ref's just letting them whack away, huh? Holy moly.
Here comes Carlson. Up for Flume. Flume in flight into the offensive zone. He's twisted up. Schweitzer poking at it. Carlson will come away.
See, you're seeing some of this now. They're getting into it. These boys are, and the refs are letting it go. You got to be careful.
Yeah, we've seen a cross-checking call already, but apparently not. There's Carlson in front. Chop that rebound free. It'll be cleared by Oakland. And maybe this will be Oakland's idea. Like, hey, get them off their game. Their Penguins are buzzing right now. As Caruso down a centering feed comes off a stick, it'll be, and that's just a weird play. It comes off the stick, squish, pushed out, and it didn't go where you thought it was going to go.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. And you saw Caruso was out there. He made a diving play there. And you know he had to be exhausted, Jeremy. He was in the fight of his life down in the corner, came back, dove at the puck, goes on net, and it was just was that what it was? It just a bounce off the.
So it came off the defender's stick, and as it did, it slowed, and it changed the angle of the attacking Grizzly player.
Oh, boy.
As Squish pushed out, he had to kind of try to stop mid-push. And as he did, they slid it underneath.
Was that a power play tally?
No, the power play was over. Now we got Jones. He was just tackled at center ice. I mean, he got called for a legit cross-check. But since then, we've seen it continue to become physical. So the Penguins need to keep their head about themselves.
Yeah, you see in the third period of that game last week, the Penguins got into penalty trouble against the Terriers. We saw how that ended. So hopefully Coach Verbeek is working with the boys here. You see Jones getting into it again. He's got to compose himself here. We can't be taking penalties. 3-2 game here.
It'll be dumped in behind the squish tender. Picked up by Pelly. Rimmed around. There's that composure you were asking for.
Yep, that was
Jones
good.
will get control and drive out through center. Trying for Pearsall. It'll be turned back the other way for Burrows. Burrows able to get it out to center where Oakland will regroup.
Good puck movement there by Oakland.
There's that Piccolo you were talking about, the defenseman. Here's Schweitzer, a one-touch to Pearsall with speed. He's held, the arm will go up as Pearsall shoots one off of a body in front, and it'll be cleared and touched up by Oakland.
Yeah, you see these two teams. This could be a rivalry with this group here, you know. These boys do not seem to be making friends with one another, Jeremy. And I don't know if you noticed Squish coming out of his crease again there on that delayed call. Heads up play by the Penguins goalie.
Trying to get the extra attacker early. So the Penguins will have 90 seconds of man advantage time. See if they can capitalize, regain a 2-goal lead. Is it flicked by Halliday over the net? Golnack behind the cage to Halliday. Halliday deep for Burrows. Burrows banks it off the board.
You see Bros down low. The Penguins usually have a defenseman down low, and that's why you see Bros down low in the PK, or the power play.
What a screen. He sets his Brenneman, drives one.
Oh.
The rebound bounces over the goaltender and in.
Oh, that was Brenneman. What a play. Ramped up, went up and over the goalie. Brenneman was there, but he immediately pointed to Zach, saying, no, that was yours. That was yours. So great play by the Penguins.
Brenneman from the point was like ludicrous speed. Go! As he jumped on that puck that came rolling out and fires one by.
That's the Zach Brenneman Plaid edition, right? 0-60 in 1.9.
As Bolus comes up, dumps it off the boards, deep for Carlson. Carlson, now Flume as they play catch. Flume tried to pick that one up.
Oh, boy.
It'll be Chappell. Down for Carlson. He'll twist it into the middle. D'Angelo Flume looking to fire. Couldn't pull the trigger. As out come the Grizzlies. Back pressure by Chappie and an offside play.
The Penguins making some nifty moves down there in the offensive zone. And Penguins now up 4-2 with 5:16 to go in the second period.
Edwin Carlson to the dot. A shot. Goes by Squish, but clangs off the crossbar.
That puck was like eye-level height. I've always wondered, Jeremy, does that kind of get lost in the bars right in front of the goalie's face? That was a awkward height, right?
As Carlson darts in. Backdoor feed. Battling for it. Schweitzer couldn't get, Bolus. Couldn't get it through. It ramped off of his backhand. In come the Grizzlies.
Oh, boy.
3-on-3 to the zone as Track defends. Rims it up the wall. Finds Carlson. Over to Flume. Flume darting to the middle. Finding Chappie. He couldn't get the shot off. His second attempt will come the whole way through. Track will have to regroup at center.
Got some tired bodies out here.
Flume to Track to Bolus. Bolus to the zone and a potential. They're way offsides.
Oh, yeah. Penguins getting away with one there. Had some tired bodies trapped. Puck goes right back in, but you know what? You know what, Jeremy? If the Grizzlies had been changing over the bench and not through the door, that might have been an onside play.
Might have been.
Maybe these kids know more than we think. What'd he say?
It'll be Pearsall. Take the draw. Now Schweitzer. Brought on by Jones. Jones to Pearsall. Pearsall to Jones. He'll wind and fire. That's kept out. Schweitzer faking one way, creating space. He'll play it back to Pelly at the point. Pelly under pressure. Gets it down low to Schweitzer. Schweitzer trying for Pearsall. Pearsall battles in front. It comes to Jones. Schweitzer there battling for a puck. They couldn't get that one through. Back on the Grizzlies. Jones on the back check, making it a 3-on-3 as they dump it behind the squish tender. Reversed by Caruso for Pelly, giving it right back to Caruso. Goes up the wall for Schweitzer. It's cut off. Schweitzer will dig it out, though, and get it to Pearsall. Jones now able to flick it on his backhand up in the air and into the OJG end. A Penguin tripped up at center by a teammate as in come the Grizzlies. Defended to the outside. Squish will kick that one away. They play catch along the wall as the Penguins get 5 players back in the zone here. Shot off of Brenneman, deflects wide to the corner. Behind the net, a centering feed. Somebody was there. It just missed the twig. Golnack now Halliday. Halliday up for Brenneman. Turned back the other way by Oakland, but kept in by Halliday. Swung to the corner by Brenneman and cleared by Oakland. It'll be Caruso in his own end, under pressure. Lays it over to Burrows.
The Grizzlies just keep coming. Look at them go.
Right here, buck and battle in front of the Grizzly bench. They'll win it to the corner, coming around the squish tender there to make a save on the wraparound.
Boy, Squish nice and tight on that post, Jeremy. He went hard. And Squish able to get the leg pad over and cut that play off.
Halliday has it knocked away. Back come the Grizzlies. They've got a little bit of momentum, I feel like, end of the second.
Yep.
But now they're going to ice one. They had the Penguins kind of running around a little bit.
Yeah, they did. They did. And you know what, Jeremy? An impressive performance here so far from Squish. His second game of the day. You see the Grizzlies, right? They alternate goalies from game 1 to game 2. So Squish going on the end of his 5th period of action here in the last 5 hours. So fatigue, right? I know you had him getting nutritioned up here between the 2 games. Nutritioned up.
Nutritioned up, hydrated up.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Everything was up.
We're going to go with it, yeah.
There's a little bank in behind the Grizzly net. There's Carlson in after it. But the Grizzlies counterattack. Rose keeps it to the outside. They'll rim it around, track the first one to it. Here's Flume protecting along the wall. Ian Carlson teaming up. Puck darts free, it's track. Bumped off the puck. Played in front, cleared by the talented Penguin defense there.
Oh, turnover.
But it's taken back by the Grizzlies. Penguins weren't able to clear the zone there.
Yeah, so close.
Shot from the point, deflects in and is sticked to the side. This time Bolus will get it out.
Nice job protecting the puck with his body.
Carlson back to force it even further. Penguins on the forecheck, trying to get it through. He will to Bolus. He'll turn and look into the middle. Carried to the corner. Feathering one in front for Carlson.
Boy, patience by Bolus. I love that play. Yeah, do you see that? Oakland player coming down and slashing the back of Carlson while he was down in front of the crease there. Dangerous play. And now with 42 seconds to go in the period, the Penguins are going to go to the power play. Could be a big moment in the game. Penguins get one here late. Could be a big moment.
.42 seconds to play. Second period action. Penguins leading by a pair.
Penguins talking again before this faceoff.
It'll be Pearsall. Jones, Schweitzer, Caruso, and Chappell. Caruso. For Jones, it'll be knocked away from him out the center. Chappie, the whole way back at his end to get it. Farrell on the forecheck. He's a pesky player as he takes it away here. Penguins trying to get control. It'll be Pearsall up for Jones. Jones taps it to the corner. Carrying it all the way around. There's a shot from Schweitzer. Kicked out. Chappie with a drive. That's saved.
Oh, boy.
Jones couldn't get the rebound. It rolled under his stick.
Chappie with a clap bomb there from center point.
And he'll drive another one deep. As that'll end the second period. Furious action in front of the Grizzly net. Stays out.
Yeah. Some back and forth action here, Jeremy. We know a lot of folks are watching at home, waiting for their loved ones to wrap up period number 3 and head east, right? Southeast, back to Pittsburgh. And I hope the Penguins take care of business here in the third. Penguins are going to start with a power play. 48 seconds to go.
We see the flight of the hockey parents.
A lot of action going on behind us, not just on the ice, Jeremy, but behind us. Is that a knee hockey game or something?
It's a larger ball than would be required for knee hockey.
Okay. By the way, it should be noted that as we're getting back on the broadcast this year, Jeremy. Oh.
Thank you.
Jill said the first couple games back on City TV, she said I was a little stiff.
You?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, she's never complained about me being
a little stiff, yeah.
Yeah, no. So, I think the more
I thought you were flowing.
Just like the players get back into the swing of things.
Does she really appreciate it as much as I do, though?
No, absolutely. No one appreciates me like you do.
Exactly. So, I mean, I would have to respectfully disagree with your lovely wife. I thought you were resplendent as always.
Well, she said as the weekend went on, my performance improved.
Okay.
I think it may be, just like the players, right? We all got to get back into the swing of things.
Oh, for sure. For sure, for sure. For sure.
All right, 15 minutes to go. Here we are.
We'll switch sides, and we'll finish this one on a 200 by 85 sheet of frozen water. The Penguins start the third with the man up, but Oakland starts with the puck. Fired in behind the Penguins net. Pelly will rim it around, looking for Pearsall, the Grizzly, the first player to it. Turnover here. Shorthanded opportunity broken up by Burrows. Breakout attempt by Schweitzer, turned back the other way. As a puck trickles free right in front of Squish. The Penguins turn the puck over literally in their own crease.
Yeah, that was a tough play, but it wasn't just that. There were like 3 or 4 opportunities, Jeremy, to get the puck out of the zone. The Penguins failing to get the puck up and out. And now you see the Penguins leading by 1. 4-3 Penguins. Tough play there, but these boys are going to battle back.
It'll be another attempt at the power play here for the Pens as Halliday gets in front of the bench. We'll get a whistle.
Yes, you see the energy right now. Just look at the body language of the players on the ice. Energy definitely in favor of Oakland as they see this game being 1 shot away. We'll see how the boys respond.
That might have been the worst power play of the season by the Penguins.
That was a tough one.
Happy to see that one come to a close.
Yeah, you know what? Too many chances to get that puck out or move it, and that's at this level, right? That's going to get you.
Great pressure on the forecheck by Oakland.
Yeah, that's right.
We've seen the Penguins do that to teams over and over again. That time it happened to them. As Halliday fires one that's off the glove, battled for in front, bouncing around.
Oh, boy.
It'll be the Grizzlies getting a stick to it.
Yeah, it wasn't just that one play in front. There was multiple opportunities. Puck was bouncing, right? On the power play, you want to get that puck out. And they made us pay.
Yes, lots of questionable decision-making, but we play on. This is where you learn to recover from it. Driving in the right side, leaving it up top for a one-timer that's blocker to the outside. Golnak will flick it out the center.
Great blocker save by Squish there. Slid over in one motion, blocked it aside, directed the rebound off to the side.
Penguins back in their own end. Here's Pelly.
Look at Pelly go. Wow.
Weaving through center. We saw him do this in game one. This time he'll leave it for Flume. Flume. Saucy to Bolus. Bolus with a drive. That's blocked. It'll be rimmed all the way around by Bolus. Starts the OJG breakout. That's cut off by Caruso.
I like that pass up by Caruso.
Carlson fake to the outside. Darts into the middle. Gets to the corner where he plays it across for Bolus. Bolus now Carlson. Carlson again fakes one way, goes the other. This time he tries to play Plinko off of a couple skates. It's kept at the line by Track. Can Flume turn it the other way?
There's a force field on that blue line, keeping it in the zone there.
As Carlson does some magic as well.
Finally it comes out. Holy moly.
Here's Bolus with the puck. He banks it off the boards. Into the Grizzlies' corner. We tossed up. Burrows defends. Rubbing a player out. No call that time. Saw a similar call on Pelly earlier.
Yep.
Now Carlson goes between the wickets of Bolus, who dumps it in. Penguins getting a line change. Pearsall to the forecheck as the Grizzlies wind in, cutting to the middle.
Oh,
shot wide of the net. Pearsall will get to the rebound. Banked off the boards by Jones. Could he get a step here? Lucas Jones driving in, looking, trying to center one. Will off the second effort. It's at the side of the cage. It just can't get poked by. Back come the Grizzlies. Back through center. An outside in move, carrying it on, and the Penguins will trip him up. It'll be Caruso heading off.
You know, I don't love that call. I don't love it. I thought he went down shooting, but you know what? Doesn't matter what I think or what you think. Penguins are going to the penalty kill here.
11:13 to go. Grizzlies have made it a one-goal game, and now they're going to be on the power play. Thought maybe we'd see Brenneman Golnak.
Boy, that's what I would do, for sure.
It looks like it'll be Pearsall and Jones.
I don't like it, too. They were just out. That line drew the penalty, Jeremy. I'd want to get some fresh bodies out there, right?
Walking in from the point and shooting it hard but high. Jones doing his job, working hard. He's stickless. As he battles in the corner, pins it against
Brayden.
Brayden.
Put it down, Brayden. I don't think you're allowed to have those two sticks.
Nope, you're not allowed to give it to your teammate either. As it's played across for a shot that's gobbled up by Squish.
What a play by Squish. Nice shot from Sandstrom. He's from the Grizzlies, but better save.
Excellent player. The coach there telling him to keep the shot lower.
Squish on his 6th period of hockey. And these haven't been 6 easy periods, Jeremy. These games have been back and forth.
Like you said, a top 10 team here
Yep.
in Oakland. As here we do see Brenneman Golnak for the back end of this power play. As OJG weaves in. Kept to the outside perfectly by Pelly. Will come the whole way around for a centering feed. That one will come off a Penguin stick. Last game, that was one of the goals that went in was off a Penguin stick like that.
Yep.
40 seconds as they peel off. Around one. Shot comes in. Kick to the outside. Gathered in by Bros.
Another big save by Squish.
And good rebound control. Not to kick that out front. There were lots and lots of Grizzlies in front of that net. Up off the boards, but here they come off the wall. Shot off the side of the cage. Brenneman to it. He'll ice.
There you go.
That's a smart play.
I like that play there. 12 seconds to go. You see a lot of back and forth action. Your Penguins goal scorers so far, Jeremy. I think Halliday has 1. Why am I not? Brenneman on the power play?
I don't remember.
Yeah. A lot of hockey to remember here,
Yes. I'm exhausted. Chappie has the clap bomb.
Did he get a clap on?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the power play goal, I believe. Carlson with the puck. I think, does Flume have one? I don't remember. You're killing me.
Boy.
The puck sails up and over the boards. Penalty over to the Penguins. They have killed this one off.
Carlson got one. I remember that on the power play. Yep.
Yeah. I'm sure somebody at home will tell us.
It's a long day, folks. It's a long day.
Mike Jones and Stephanie, John Baker, and Susan joining us here on the chat. Welcome, everybody. Remember, hit the subscribe button. You're listening as the Grizzlies come to the Penguin line before Chappie takes it away. It'll go off the skate of Carlson to the half wall.
Carlson so strong on that stick there.
Flume along the boards. Couldn't get control. The Grizzlies come back out. Bolas will chop it up to the line. Back come the Grizzlies. 2-on-2 as they weave inside out. Chappie with a big stick, but a turnover. Shot will be blockered to the outside.
What a play. Squish getting the blocker up high there, huh?
Here's Flume, 1-on-4 as it's ticked to the outside. Penguins changing behind the Penguin power forward.
Is he a power forward? Is he skilled? He's like an Austin Matthews type, I'd say, right?
Power, skill, looks, brains.
Well, he's got his mother to thank for the looks.
Probably the brains, too.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, the Penguins just, their offense maybe just a little bit more stymied from the last game, right? Maybe Oakland's starting to figure out this Penguins group. And 8:40 to go. One shot away, this Grizzlies team in from tying it. Penguins trying to extend that lead.
I would say that the shots are probably pretty even.
We'll go to the unofficial shot clock here in a moment.
As Pelly will put it to the corner. Here's Jones on the half wall. Looking for some support. It'll be the Grizzlies coming away with a nice breakout pass. Schweitzer with the back pressure is the fire it at the squish tender, who reaches out with the mitt to make the save.
Just great save by Squish. Boy, that was ticketed for the upper right, Jeremy. Did you see the way he came all the way across and snagged it? What a play. By the way, there look to be some tired bodies on the ice. You know, you see some guys hunched over on both sides. Could that be a factor? We'll see.
As the Grizzlies win an offensive draw, blocked by Pearsall. Chopped that by Jones. He'll get it up for Pearsall. Pearsall continuing to battle. It'll be Schweitzer coming away with it. Looking around one, centering one through the crease. It'll come back to Caruso at the point. Now Pelly. Good play by Caruso to keep control. He was trying to go, I think, across to Jones. It'll tick off of Schweitzer's skate. As the Grizzlies counterattack here. Stepping up Caruso. As the Grizzlies changing. I'll dart to the puck here. Around Pelly, hooks him up, and they got away with that one.
You like to see the Penguins get center ice and get it deep, get fresh bodies. Good play by Jones. Smart. That's what we need.
It's like he had an earpiece in listening to you.
Maybe that's something. Oh, boy!
Oh, here's it, the Penguins chance. It is! You know what Owen Golnack has? He's got a luxury condo in Roof City, baby.
Holy moly. What a play. Boy, that puck bounced right to Golnack. Jeremy, he was inside the blue paint when he roofed that.
That was an unbelievable shot.
Wow. And Golnack has been a factor both games all weekend long. No surprise. Nice to see him get rewarded there on that shot. Great play by Golnack. 5-3 Pens.
Penguins get an insurance tally here as Oakland was putting on some pressure. Here's an offside play at the line. That'll be shot towards the cage.
Coach Pelly did not like how long it took the refs to blow the whistle there. I don't blame him.
Faceoff will come outside of the Penguin zone. Halliday up with it to Golnak.
Jeremy, when the Penguins were up 2 before, that's when things started to get a little feisty. When Oakland got back within 1, it settled down. We'll see if that has a factor here on the game. Last 7 minutes to play.
That's it. Puck ends up in on Claire. She'll kick it to the outside, but Brenneman there to take the puck away. He reverses to the corner for Halliday before it's rocketed up to the point for Track. Banked off the boards. There's Track. Able to reverse it. Here's Halliday knocked. Bumped off the puck. But stays on the forecheck. Penguins changing. Michaels trying to get in the zone. It'll ultimately be dumped in, and Chappie the first one to it. Off the wall. Kicked out at the blue line, kept in. A shot will come in. Squish will put it behind the cage. Chappie with it. Up for Bolus. Bolus into the middle. Off of a Grizzly player. Chappie will try this time. It'll come free to Flume. Twists in backwards. He's got Carlson with him. Great defensive play there by the knee. Player getting down as Carlson tries to center for Bolus. It'll come free to Flume, who's knocked down, and it'll be Carlson to the puck.
Boy, Carlson, just an absolute beast right now. Just everywhere, Jeremy. Creating, feeding, winning battles.
His ability to predict the game, I find to be phenomenal. As there's a play in front for a snap by Flume that's kicked away.
Yeah, Flume and Carlson together. You know that's a combination that Flume wants, and you can see why.
As a shot comes in, Squish gets the first one, and he'll get the rebound, and now he's being sat on as the Penguins shove the Grizzly forward on top of their goalie.
Yeah, Squish. We need him healthy. We can't have him getting hurt, right?
He is up. And it'll be a defensive zone faceoff. Looks like Pearsall set to take it. Jones able to clear the zone. The Grizzlies will regroup at their line. Up to the Penguin line where Burrows defends. Stepping off the wall, sending it across. It'll be gathered in by Jones. He looks for Schweitzer. That was about hip high when it got to him. Schweitzer has it come off of him all the way to the Grizzly end. They'll whack away. Back come the Grizzlies. Here's Pelly taking it away. He's pestered. Able to play it to his partner, Bros. What a composed play. Up for Jones, who tried to chop it into the zone.
Yeah, that's...
It'll be the Penguins' Schweitzer tracking it to the corner where we get an icing.
Yeah, 4:29 to go in the third. You could see it on both sides, Jeremy. It's just some tired players.
Fatigue.
You know what? None in the broadcast booth.
I'm exhausted.
You look great. You've never looked better, actually. Ryan Bros also looking great, working the camera. Thank you, Ryan.
As the faceoff is controlled by Chappie. He'll toss it behind, past Track. It'll be Golnak to the corner to pick it up. He wedges it up the wall to Brenneman. Here's Golnak, Halliday, and Brenneman getting it to the line. OJG will send it back the other way. Oakland in on an onside play at the Penguin line. They battle down the boards almost a little bit with themselves here.
Now you see Brenneman goes to the bench. He drops his stick. He gets Flume's stick, which looks like it's about a foot longer than the one he's used to. Zach Brenneman right now on the ice using D'Angelo Flume's stick.
Maybe he'll net one and he'll have to buy it from him.
Yeah, that's right. I hope he does. Oh my God, look, here he
There
goes.
It goes.
Here he goes. Look at him trying to get it.
Dragging it with an adult stick as he feathers it across for a drive-by goal.
Oh, it's so good.
That is kicked out. Here's Pelly. Driving in, Oakland changing as Pelly gains his own. He'll wind and fire one, kicked away.
That might have been my favorite play of the weekend there.
Carlson to the corner. Back come the Grizzlies. Back pressure by Bolus. Knocking it away from Farrell, but Michael right there to take control. He'll shoot it high and wide to the squish tender. It'll function as a breakout for Flume. Flume to Carlson. Carlson has to go off the backhand to the corner, but he'll track it there. We hit the 3-minute mark here in the third. Carlson able to pull it out, control the puck as he darts into the middle. Here's Pelly, now Bolus. Bolus, now Carlson. Carlson to the backside. Flume with a drive that's gloved.
Great scoring chance there. I want to go back to that Brenneman play. Headsy play by the bench to get him a stick. I don't think they were expecting it to be such a long stick, but Brenneman out there making a great play on the puck. And you know what, Jeremy? We'd like to extend a special Cine TV hello to Zach Brenneman's cousin, Michael, who's proudly serving in the military. He's in the Navy, tuning in here to watch City TV. Thank you, Michael, for tuning in, and thank you for your service, most importantly.
Yes, thank you, Michael. Thanks for watching us here on City TV. As Jones pops it up, here's Pearsall dragging it in on what will be an offside play.
If you're watching here with 2:25 to go, make sure you stay tuned after the game for the Commodores' 3 stars of the game. Some great game action here, a lot of good players to choose from. Michael Brenneman, by the way, is his name. So he is, in fact, a Brenneman.
It'll be Pearsall.
Maybe Michael would appreciate that I'm a Commodore, Jeremy. He's serving in the Navy, right?
Who wouldn't appreciate a Commodore?
Ahoy to you, Michael.
OJG in the Penguins' end. A centering feed comes the whole way through for Jones. With speed into the offensive zone where he carries to the outside. He'll stop up, leaving it for Pearsall. Schweitzer in deep. They'll battle. Now Jones. Tossed behind Pearsall.
Oh, nice play by Bros there. Step up, break up the play. 1:35 to go.
Super smart play by Pearsall as well. He got it at that blue line and forced it all the way down. 2-goal lead. Penguins don't necessarily need more.
Oh, the ref goes down. Hope he's okay.
And the Penguins add insult to injury by whacking him with a puck. Battle along the boards. Here's Caruso. Up for Golnack.
Piccolo getting into it with Golnack there. Boy, Golnack taken down again.
That's offsides by about 35 feet. The guy was all but in Squish's crease. As Golnack is yanked down, and that'll end up with Grizzlies serving the remainder of the game with a front row seat in the sin bin.
Golnack, maybe the 3rd or 4th penalty on that shift that he drew. You see him and Brenneman just working like animals. Halliday digging away. Boy, an impressive shift from that group, and you'll see the what is it, the vaunted Carlson, Flume, Bolus unit with Caruso and Chappie looking to get number 6 here with 54 seconds to play.
In deep is Carlson. OJG will rim it around. It looks like they're making the change. I was going to say, I would expect to see the Penguins with both defensemen at the point here. You mentioned earlier they use a defenseman down low in a bumper position, but up to, with 30 seconds left, we'll see Caruso and Chappie up by that blue line with the man advantage. As the Grizzlies come through center. Defended by Chappell, who takes the puck away. He'll battle in the corner. Caruso supporting, able to come away with it. He'll go up for Flume. His centering pass picked off. Chappie will regroup and get control as we hit the end of the period here. Penguins are going to roll here, a 5-3 victory here in Manor, Ohio. And the Penguins sweep the 2-game day here on Sunday from Mentor. So we're going to turn it over to the Commodore, George Pearsall, for today's These 3 stars of the game.
Jeremy, the third star of the game for the Penguins, the Iron Man. Number 1, the squish tender. Plays 2 full games in like 4 hours, right? 2 victories against a quality opponent here, the Oakland team. So squish, star number 3. Star number 2 for the Penguins, number 53, the OG. Owen Golnack with a goal. I think he had an assist. He drew like 10 penalties. He was just a menace, not only in this game, but really all day. So another outstanding performance by Owen. And the number 1 star for the Penguins, number 90. Jack Carlson, all over the score sheet, dynamic, creating plays everywhere he goes. Fantastic game for Jack, fantastic game for the Penguins. Those are your 3 stars.
Today's 3 stars, brought to you by the Commodore himself. Thanks for joining us all weekend long here on Cine TV. Remember to click the subscribe button, and you can find your Cine TV apparel at cinetv.com. You can also find us on the social, Cine TV, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Thanks for joining us, and everybody have a wonderful Sunday.